Hello everyone. In the last video, I discussed about what HTTPS is and like what are the different steps in TLS handshake, then why is TLS handshake required, and what is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS. So this all we looked in the last video, but we looked at like the theory part of all of this, right? And we also used curl command in the last video to exactly see like how does the TLS handshake happen, but it's always important like when you are learning any like in networking when you are learning something, so if you can see the packets in the Wireshark itself, then you will be also able to see at all the data that that packet carries, right? That's what we will do here. What we will do here is that we will use curl command again, and also we will use Wireshark. We will send a request to something like HTTPS some website, and we will see like what exact messages are exchanged between client and the server in TLS handshake. Now this is the RSA key exchange algorithm. So let's say in the, so of course you have the choice in TLS handshake, like which algorithm you want to use for key exchange. Either you can use RSA key exchange algorithm, you can use Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm. I mean the client and server, they have the choice. So typically server will have the choice. So client will basically give a list of algorithms that it supports, then server will pick one of that from that list. Server will pick one of them. So let's see, the steps are a bit different in case of RSA key exchange and Diffie-Hellman. Let's first see RSA key exchange. And I have explained all of this in last video, so I will not again explain this. So I will paste the link of the last video in the description so you can watch it. So if you see in RSA key exchange algorithm, so of course the first three steps, if you see SYNAC and ACK, these are the steps of TCP handshake that we are not going to discuss in details now. That we look in the TCP when we cover transport layer. Now, if you see with the last ACK, if you see the client also sends client hello. So whatever you see in the yellow color, right? So these are the part of the TLS handshake. So of course, client will start the conversation, TLS handshake conversation with client hello. Then server will actually have three replies: server hello, certificate, and also server hello done. So these are three steps from the server side. Again, the client will receive these messages from the server. Then server will reply with three messages: client key exchange, client cipher spec, and finished. And at last, the server will at last to close this handshake. Server will reply with change cipher spec and finished. So I'm not going to explain what each terms mean here because I have explained in the last video. I don't want to repeat it here again. Now, if you go to Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm, there is one difference. Again, client hello is there for starting the handshake, TLS handshake. But in the second step from the server, so from the server side, the first step, if you see, there are four messages. So here you only had three messages. Here you have four messages in Diffie-Hellman. So first is again server hello, next is certificate. Third one is like you don't see the third one here, but you see the third one here, server key exchange. Because in Diffie-Hellman, server also sends, I mean, it also exchanges some Diffie-Hellman parameters. So that's why this server key exchange is there. And at last server finished. So it's similar to server hello done. So here it's named as server finished. Then again from the client side, again, if you see, there are three steps similar to last one. And again from the server side, change cipher spec and finish. So this only this step changes, right? Basically, the second step in the TLS handshake changes. So first, what we'll do is we will use curl command and Wireshark tool to look at the exact TLS messages in both curl and Wireshark. So what I will do is I will hit this website, and of course, if you see this is the HTTPS supported website. In if you see the starting HTTPS is there, and I will do pagerduty.com. So what we will do is first I will go to Wireshark itself and see I will use the filtering again because I am only interested in TLS packets, right? So I will click on TLS here, and then what I will do is I will start capturing. So I will click on Wi-Fi EN0. Okay. Then what I will do is I will go to this curl. I will use the curl command. I will Spotify.com. I will change this to pagerduty.com. Okay, and I will hit this. Okay. Now of course I have got the reply and everything. My main interest is what is the IP. Okay, HTML reply is a bit long anyway. Okay, so what I will do is it's quite long. I mean, I do not want to see that long. what I will do is I will redirect the output to dev null. Okay, I will do this. Okay, now I only see the what I need. Okay. Anyway, so you can see no delay it connected. It connected to trying this one. So it connected to this IP address. So this IP address becomes important. So what I have done here is filtering, right? Filtering on the based of I only want to see the TLS messages. We see the protocol, all are TLS v1. Then IP address is equal to that of PagerDuty website because I'm only interested between communication between my client and that web server, not between other web servers. But of course, you can see in here, you have the curl client hello. So I'm not explaining you the curl command output, this TLS version 2, because I have done this in the last video. So I will not repeat it again. My main aim is to explain you the Wireshark part. Just click on this. Okay. Go to the, so see, some things are important here. Of course, you can see everything. Ethernet. So of course, this is my MAC address. Then it connects to destination MAC address. So that MAC address will be of my nearest node lived at. IPv4, this is important. This source IP, this is my source IP, right? This is my source IP. Destination IP is of pagerduty.com web server. TCP, if you see from my side, some random port, okay, from my client. But of course, my client will connect to which port on the server? It will connect to 443 port number because we are using HTTPS. The main important thing is the TLS here because we are seeing first at the client hello message. Just open this and you will be able to see this is a handshake protocol client hello is the message. And if you open this client hello message, so handshake protocol client hello, then you can see here, right? A client random is, so that's why in the first step client random, so client will send a client random from its side. And also here client has mentioned the TLS version it is using, TLS 1.0. You can also look at this cipher suits, it will also send all the list of like the algorithms or cipher suits that it supports. So you can see all of these names are like RSA will be there, Diffie-Hellman will be there. So all of these will be there in the 6 cipher suits, right? So this is the client hello message. Now let's look at the second message, the server hello, right? Now if you look at this again, everything will see now the reply is coming from the server side. So everything will be in reverse, like it will be take this example. Source here is the PagerDuty web server. Its IP address is there. Destination is me now. Everything has reversed. Similarly, if you see the port number, the reply is coming from server side. So from port number 443 and to our port number, from which port number we have started the connection. Of course, you can see server hello is there. So again, version is TLS 1.2 if you see. So we were using, so client if you see, it was 1.0. Server is using TLS 1.1.2 if you see, right? And of course, it has mentioned the TLS version number and protocol here is server hello. And again, if you see, server also sends a server random. That's what is mentioned here. Then a cipher should, it has selected is this one. So basically, I told you, the server will select like which algorithm, with the help of which algorithm they want to do the key exchange. So TLS and this is typically, I think Diffie-Hellman is there, DHE is there. So this is some algorithm will do Diffie-Hellman. And then there are some more like extensions are there. We are not going to like discuss them here. Now, if you see the next one, this is also from, if you see source is again here at the top, source is again server, destination is me. So again, server sends the second packet. If you see in this, again, this certificate is there in this. So as I have told you before in, so basically this is Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm. So client hello we have seen, and server sends 4 messages: server hello, certificate, server key exchange, and server finished. So you can look at all the 4 messages here. So first message is server hello that we have seen, but in the next packet, other 3 messages are there. Certificate is there, server key exchange is also there, server hello done is also there. You can see at all of this here. So first one is certificate. So again, version is TLS 1.2 handshake certificate, and if you want to view the certificate itself, you can view what data in the certificate the server has sent, like what is the length and like many other information will be there. If you see here, Cloudflare is there, like many other information will be there in the certificate. As I told you, the certificate will consist of a lot of fields. So you can try to expand and see it, but I'm not going to details of this here. Then you see the next one is, next message is server key exchange. And here we will, if you just click, sorry, if I expand this. So here, if you see, the important thing here is that, of course, main thing here is that Diffie-Hellman parameters are being sent, if you see, right, from the server side, like curve type, named curve, public key length, pub key, like these are all Diffie-Hellman parameters. If you see Diffie-Hellman server parameters, basically it is sending that to the client, and there are signatures also. So that's the second message. Now, if you go below, and last one is server hello done. So there will be nothing in server hello done as such. You can see the length is 0 here. There is, I mean, there is no content in this, but this is just to signify that server is done now at least, and it is waiting for a response from client side. So these are the four messages from the server side at first go. Now client will is now the, if you see in the diagram, so these four are sent now. So it's the client's turn now, right? In the TLS handshake. And there are three messages if you see in this packet. Client key exchange is there, client cipher spec is there, encrypted handshake message is there. Now, if you like, we can look at all these three. So the first one is client key exchange. And if you see Diffie-Hellman client parameters are sent in this, like public key and length and public key. So basically now the client basically is sending its Diffie-Hellman parameters. Like both will be exchanging the Diffie-Hellman parameters from both their sides. So first server has already exchanged. Now client is exchanging. And after this, it will also send change cipher spec. That means from now, the communication will be encrypted. That's what it means. And length is one only, and there is a message here basically. And at last, if you can see, at last, there is also encrypted handshake message. So that means, I mean, the last message was just to tell that from now onwards, me, the client, I will communicate only using, I mean, encryption. I will encrypt all the messages and send to the server. And in the last step, it has taken some message, plain message. It has encrypted using the, I mean, so of course, both has already exchanged the key because server has sent the Diffie-Hellman, whatever Diffie-Hellman parameters and all to the client. Client has also sent. So the key exchange is done, and the client has already received the private key, and the client is using that private key to encrypt a sample message and send that to the server. Now, in the last step, of course, now the client has sent its Diffie-Hellman parameter also to the server. So now server will also have the private key now. So what server is doing, again, server is also telling that first message is change cipher spec. That means from now onwards, I will also communicate using encryption. I will also encrypt my message and send to the client. In the last message, encrypted handshake message, it will also use the private key, encrypt a sample message and send that to the server. And that's done. I mean, this is the last step. And if you can see, there are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packets are exchanged here, but the number of messages are more than 5, right? Because in one of these packets, there are 3 messages. In this fourth packet, there are again 3 messages. In the last or the fifth step also, if you see, there are 2 messages, right? And once these 5 steps is done, that means TLS handshake is done. From now onwards, a client and server can exchange whatever application data they want to. But of course, since it's HTTPS, all the application data will be encrypted. That's what you see, right? After this, they are exchanging data, application data. But if you see, they are using TLS V1. That means it signifies that like all the data, application data that is going. So of course, if you click on this, the data, you can see there is encrypted application data. You won't be able to see this data itself. You won't be able to make sense of this data because this is encrypted form. And this is basically secured form of communication, HTTPS. That's why. And this is very important. And both are basically communicating on TLS 1.2, if you see, TLS 1.2 version. So that's all regarding the Wireshark. And I will surely suggest you that you also run the Wireshark on your laptop and try to do the same and see like all the packets and the whatever like messages are there, like all these messages, and try to understand about all these parameters that are there. That is very important. I'm not telling you to like look at all the parameters. Some of the parameters are very important here, not all of them. So the website we hit, like the pagerduty.com. So it was using Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm for TLS handshake or for exchanging the private key itself. That's why we saw like these messages: client hello, then 4 messages from server, 3 messages from client, and 2 again from server. We didn't see this RSA key exchange algorithm because they were not using this for exchanging the key. That's why, of course, the difference is just in this step. I mean, the first step from a server side. But if some website uses RSA key exchange algorithm, you may see these steps basically in that case. And of course, curl command is again important here. You can see the all the steps here also, like Same thing like client hello, certificate, server key exchange, server finished, client key exchange, client cipher spec finished. All of these are here also. But of course, using curl, you are not able to see into the exact like details of all these right steps. Like what is what is client sending in client hello that you can see in Wireshark itself that you cannot see here. Similarly, what is server sending in server hello message that you can see here in the Wireshark itself, like what exactly it is sending. Like it is sending a server random, then cipher shoot what it has selected for key exchange. All of these are here in the Wireshark. So that's all for this video. And if you do have any doubts about like TLS or HTTPS, TLS, RSA key exchange algorithm, Diffie-Hellman. So I also do not like know a lot about RSA key exchange algorithm or Diffie-Hellman, I will say, but I do know the steps here, like what steps are followed, and some of the important parameters that are there in that. And of course, you will find it if you want to, let's say if you want to understand like what exactly happens in RSA key exchange algorithm, what exactly happens in Diffie-Hellman, like how are the key and all exchange, how both are able to share the same private key. If you want to like learn all of these in details, I will suggest you to, I mean, there are a lot of good YouTube videos on this. There are a lot of, I will say, if you just do Google search, you will find a lot of good articles on this. So do read those. So that's all for this video. Thank you.